Alright guys, and welcome to episode 15 of this Euro 2012 DLC expedition. And yes, it is like an extra long episode. It's like 11 or 12 minutes, so if that doesn't deserve a like, then I don't know what is. I'm not really going to set you a target, but yeah, if you could just hit that like button now, that would really help me out. That'd be pretty awesome of you guys. And if I have got this right, this will be out on Friday. I'm doing the recording, I'll let you know, I'm doing the recording on Monday, and yeah, I mean, I think it was in my Be a Pro video. I said that I was really ahead of really ahead of myself and getting loads of videos done, which is obviously good because that means I can get daily uploads out. And the reason I'm doing that is mainly because obviously, as I think I might have said, or I did put on Twitter, that I have got like a job and apprenticeship, so you know that'll be starting soon. Which will obviously, slow down maybe daily uploads. I mean, I'll try and get daily uploads out, but you guys totally understand when you've got a full-time job that is, quite difficult to do both. So yeah, anyway, we're going on into this episode, and we've got 6 games in this episode. In the first one, as you can see, is against Portugal, and within 34 minutes, we were already 2-0 up. We were strolling to victory, and yeah, we started off pretty well. I think it was in the last episode that we'd already beaten Portugal once, and we got that Yannick Dejalio from their reserves. And yeah, we were absolutely cruising in this game. Like as you can see, we came out in the second half, got the third, and I don't really know why we were doing it, but we then got a fourth in the 60th minute, and it was just going all pretty decently well. And I was genuinely a little bit confused as to how many goals I was getting and why I was. I mean, like here, and Ibrahimovic just walked through the defence and made it 5. And I'm pretty decent at FIFA, but well, I'm not. I'm crap. I'll say that now. But yeah, whatever reason, this game just seemed to go perfectly well for me. And in the 90th minute, I even made it 6-0 from the edge of the area, which was still a pretty hard shot to actually get. So yeah, that is how it did finish. It did finish Portugal 0. PropaneGamingHD 6. If you didn't really keep up with that, if you did, then well done. And yeah, I actually applaud you for keeping up with that. So yeah. Anyway, after that game, I decided, because I wanted to focus on whichever group this is it Group H or Group I or something like that, I decided that I did want to focus on this group and getting this group completed out if I can. I play all the 6 matches to complete the group. Just whether or not I actually win enough to actually complete it is a different question. So yeah, as you can see, got Miguel Lopez, the right back, replaced him for Cristo, and then put him in the goal, put him in the team. So like I said, we did go and face Portugal again, and I faced him straight off the back of it. I thought, well, I've just beaten him 6-0, so surely you should be you should be able to deal with them and be able to beat them. But I was probably a bit wrong in thinking that, because obviously, as you can see, we did go 1-0 up in the 12th minute. Yannick Dejalio, I mean, how do you feel, Portugal? Your own players just scored against you, and that's how we went into half time. We went into half time 1-0 up, so I was feeling pretty confident. But then they came out, and then it was one of those games where nothing was happening, and then they got one possibly lucky break. Like my player decided to pass it straight to Joao Montinho, who put it into the back of the net, and I leveled it up at 1-1. I was like, fair enough, whatever. I suppose I've got to take it, really. I've not taken my chances because I had 1 or 2. I didn't have that many. But yeah, that was almost their first chance, but we tried to get back at them, and in the 82nd minute we got a great chance for Swifty, and just any other game that would have gone into the back of the net, but it wasn't our game, and it did finish 1-1 at full time, which meant we went into extra time, and then my PVR cut out, but we did manage to take the lead, so I paused it during my celebration, got my PVR back up and running, and as you can see, I was doing the Phil Brown celebration. And yeah, I mean, somebody asked how I do that, and I don't know. I don't know how I do my celebrations. I just kind of mash up the controller, and that's what happens. So yeah, as you can see, I did fire it in on the edge of the area, but then I went ultra defensive, and I don't really know where my defense was. I mean, I don't get why I went ultra defensive and there was no one there. So yeah, they came back straight away in the 105th minute. Cristiano Ronaldo leveled it up, and it did finish there. So it was 2-2. And as you can see, like I said, I had my chances, but I just didn't take them, which was quite frustrating, and they didn't have as many chances as me, but didn't matter because we both scored 2 goals, which meant we went into a penalty shootout. And with the 5th and final penalty of like the normal shootout, if Ibrahimovic scored, we went through, so I slammed it as hard as I could, expecting it to bulge the back of the net, and it didn't. It hit the crossbar, and I was like, oh Jesus. So yeah, after a lot of other penalties, it came up to Demidov, and Demidov cheekily chipped the keeper, and yeah, won us the game. And yet again, I'm almost positive I have not been beaten in a penalty shootout against the computer on Euro 2012 as of yet, which is a pretty decent record because I've had loads. So yeah, as you can see, Portugal at our feet, which means I've now completed Portugal. And sadly, I did not get Cristiano Ronaldo. I was quite disappointed, although while I was playing them, I did think that Raul Morales was, probably one of the players that I would get because he's 80, he's over 80 rated, and he was a centre mid that I've not got for a while. So yeah, pretty pleased to get him. He does go straight into the team. And we came up against Cyprus. We've already beaten Cyprus all 3 times, but we just had to beat them to build the road to Denmark. I almost forgot what team it was. I mean, we could have beaten Iceland or Norway or Portugal, to build the road. But Cyprus was the easiest one. So yeah, they gave us a bit of a fright by equalising. I was thinking, oh Jesus, don't do this to me, But no, we did manage to get the win. 2-1. Ibrahimovic and Swifty scoring the goals for us. So yeah, we did move on to Denmark, and I just wanted to quickly skip through that game because it's a long enough episode as it is, and that was a bit of a not pointless game, obviously, but it was bit of a needless game because it was quite frustrating that we didn't already have a road to Denmark that we could have built, that we had already built. That makes no sense. But anyway, Bentner hit the outside of the post in the 17th minute for them, and then we managed to get forward in the 45th minute, and I finished it into the not even far corner, the near corner, which was quite a tight angle, but I somehow managed to get it in. And then in the 49th minute, just look at this, Miguel Lopez, what a tackle, timed it to perfection. We managed to get it out and we got it clear, and I was just impressed. I was like, whoa, that is a pretty decent challenge. And then unfortunately we decided to pass them the ball back on the edge of the area in the 72nd minute, and Christian Eriksen wasn't going to miss that chance. So yeah, it was now 1-1 in the 74th minute, and then Demidov just went through the back of their bloke, and yeah, he picked up a red card for that, and I was like, this is going from bad to worse. I mean, okay, we took the lead, but then after that they came back at us. We just managed to hold on with the tackle, but yeah, it just didn't seem to be going right until Swifty broke forward, broke down the wing, cut inside, and managed to finesse it into the bottom corner in the 90th minute to give us the 2-1 victory. And he did the baby celebration again. I don't know how I did that, but yeah, as you can see, we went a bit celebratory man. I was thinking, well, that's a bit of a glitch because I've only beaten Denmark once, and then it clicked. Obviously, that meant that I had beaten every single team in Group H, which is pretty awesome, and which means the last 2 games will be against Denmark, and whether or not we can beat them twice is a different matter. So yeah, as you can see, absolutely dominated them. Just couldn't really get through. I have these games a lot on FIFA, especially in Expedition, and they seem to come around in certain episodes as well. Like sometimes I can absolutely slam teams, but other times I find it really, really hard, and seems to be episodes where I find it hard, apart from obviously the first game of this episode. But yeah, we picked up Boylson, and I did put Boylson in my first team. I put him in for that Durson, but because he's a centre back playing left back, and I did want a left back actually playing left back. So we went into the game against Denmark again, and as you can see, I've changed my kit. This is the first time I've played in my new away kit, but I thought, well, okay, it just kind of fits, so I'll change it, and it works alright. And I really like it actually. I quite like playing in this kit. But in the last game, I did decide to change back. So yeah, as you can see, I stepped up with Swifty, and yeah, and unfortunately the keeper saved it. I considered chipping it because I chip it all the time, but I thought I'd chip it all the time, so he's gonna guess eventually. And unfortunately, he didn't. Well, he did guess right, but if I'd have chipped it, it'd work. But anyway, as you can see there, we managed to hold off with a bit of a scare. Just kind of tumbled them over. Sometimes penalties are given for that, so I'm not really sure why they didn't get a penalty. But I'm going to take that either way. And then in the 83rd minute, Yannick Dejalio managed to get a goal, which put us 1-0 up, and that is how the game finished. So yeah, it was again another pretty poor game against Denmark, but we got the win, so we don't really care that much. And as you can see here in the stats, we had again dominated, but this time we couldn't get any shots on target, which was highly frustrating. And sorry for the lack of sorry for the lack of highlights in that game. It was just I couldn't find anything worthy of actually putting in, so I decided to just skip through it a little bit. And yeah, as you can see, I did get Kasper Schmeichel. He won't be going into the first team though because of Willand, but which is quite disappointing that I've not really picked up someone that can improve my team. But no offense to Denmark, they're not one of the top 5-6 European countries in the tournament. So yeah, as you can see in the 12th minute, Nicholas Bentner managed to break through and score. And this was about the 4th time I was playing them because my PVR kept on cutting out all the time. So I was like, no, I do want the last match of the episode to be shown fully. So I kept on turning it off. It was usually 0-0 or 1-0 to me when it cut out. So I didn't feel like I was raging at all or anything like that. So yeah, in the 39th minute, we managed to get back and pull an equaliser with Yannick Jalil. I really like him. I don't know if you can sign him on FIFA, but yeah, I would suggest signing him. He's got really good pace. He knows where to run. He knows how to finish. He can cross the ball, and yeah, he seems to be an all-round good winger. You know, perfect for the left wing position. And we hit the bar in like the 63rd minute with Ibrahimovic, I think, and it did finish full time 1-1. And then it also finished full-time 1-1 in extra time, which meant we went to a penalty shootout, as always. And as you can see, we stepped up in was that the third or fourth penalty for us? But anyway, we managed to dispatch it, and we dispatched all of ours so far. But Denmark had already missed 2, so they weren't, you know, doing exactly well. And that was our third penalty. So if they missed this, it would give us the win. And they did miss it. They fired it wide, I guess the right way, but it didn't matter because they fired it wide. And that meant that we'd now beaten Denmark twice, which is pretty awesome, which means that we have completed Group H fully. We have beaten every team 3 times, which is pretty decent. So as you can see, all the mosaic pieces from Group H were acquired by beating all the nations in the group at least 3 times. Move on. So yeah, I'm going to be focusing on a different group next episode. I don't even know what group that's going to be yet. I've not recorded it, so that'll be pretty awesome. Hopefully it might be the one with France. I might try and because I think I need to beat France twice, and then I've completed that. So yeah, as you can see, I managed to pick up Crone Deli, who does go into my squad. I will show you that squad now. As you can see, I've got Willand in goal, Boylson left back, Demidov and Shu has centre back, Miguel Lopez right back, Posini right mid, Moreles Crondelli centre mid, Yannick Jalio left wing, with Swifty and Ibrahimovic up front. So ideally, I would probably need, looking at that, a left back next. You know, defence seems to, I would love a keeper that is rated over 80, because I always look at keepers quite as an important position in the squad. And if you can get a solid keeper, then you know, if they manage to get through your defence, then you know you can heavily rely on your keeper in FIFA. In my eyes, I mean, everyone's opinions is different. So there's the mosaic as well. I'm just showing you it. And this is where I'm going to end this episode, because it's going to take absolutely ages to render it and upload it as it is. So yeah, there you go. I've fully completed Group H, and I will be moving on to, I think it's Group D, to try and beat France twice, and then that'll be Group D completed. So yeah, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to show your support with a like. I'm not going to bother asking for like 50 likes or whatever. I just want to see how many you can get. So yeah, still hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next episode, guys. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. See you later. Peace out.